Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We have something slightly different here. We have the GH5 and the Weebill S. I'm basically going to show you a dummy's guide on balancing the GH5 on the Weebill S. So the GH5 here, the Weebill S. You also get this bracket here as well, which I'll show you in a moment. Now first of all, what you want to make sure is that your lens cap is off the camera. Even that little bit of weight will obviously affect the balance of the camera. So make sure your lens is off. Make sure your flip out screen is where you want it to be. You can have it out like that. It will need to be balanced with that out as well. I'm going to have mine flat like that. I've got my focal length as well. I've got 12mm there, so I'm not pushing out the lens even further. It's going to be balanced at 12mm. So everything there is pretty much set. Obviously make sure your battery's in there as well, and make sure you've got your SD card in there. You should have one of them in the Weebill S. Now, this is pretty easy to take apart. You unscrew that there, you press this metal bar in, and that lifts up like that. Now this is the part you're going to need to mount on your camera or your GH5, whatever camera you have. Just like you mount into a tripod, bottom of the camera, mount that. Screw it on a little bit first, and then you can position up and down, and you have a little sort of lens support there as well. If you can see that, there's a lens support there which you can sort of settle about there. As you can see, that's where I'm going to keep mine. Once you've found that sweet spot, just tighten it up. And you also may need to adjust this as well, depending on how big your lens is. Nearly right. Get a coin as well to tighten it up extra once you know you've got the sweet spot. So I've got that there. Now you can also tighten the lens support as well. It's mainly for huge, heavy lenses to have that extra support. So that's tight now. And you can see that there. So that's what you're going to need to have. Okay, it should look very similar to that. So at the bottom of the camera here, you can see there's a couple of little holes there. You also get this little bracket with a couple of teeth there. They just need to line up in there, like that. That's sitting in there nicely. Once you've got that in there, you need to press this metal bar in, like that, and then let go. And you can see that is now attached securely. You do need to tighten it up as well with this little screw here. So you push it in and tighten it, like that. So now that is tight. And that is ready to sit on your Weebill S. So that's what it should look like. Now let's jump onto the Weebill S. Make sure your Weebill S is turned off. Do not turn it on. At the moment we've got all the axes locked. You'll see there's little buttons on the side. Unlock all these. And there's one there as well. So now we have it all unlocked. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to lock this axis off here. There's a red switch there. There you go, that's locked off. Next, we're going to lock the roll axis. So you need to get it up like that, lock it up, and that'll sit like that. There's a little button or switch on there. You switch that, and now we're all locked up, and we're ready to mount the GH5 in this little cradle here. So we've got a closer look here at the cradle. Now you need to have this bit open here. You can see the plastic lever, that's actually open. That is closed and tight, so make sure it's open. You're also going to need to press in this metal bar here. This is going to open up the cradle and allow you to slide your camera in this cradle there. So if I hold that in like that, push it back, and sort of what you think's central. I mean, it's all the axes are locked, so it's not going to fall over. Then let go. Now just to lock it off temporarily, because you will probably need to move this lever again. This lever here, look. Just lock that off. So now the camera's not going to move forward anymore. Okay, so first we need to unlock this axis here. So if you push it down like that, and you'll see your camera tilts back like that. So what we're going to do first, you will see there is a lever here. Okay, now at this position here, the camera should stay upright, which it is. But if it isn't, if it's slightly going forward or back, you need to undo this. Let me just mess it up for you on purpose. Let's have a go. And you can shift it forward or back. Right, now you can see, if we tighten up a little bit, it needs to stay like that, but oh no, it's going forwards. So if that's the case with yours, or if it's going backwards, you need to undo this. And you need to push very slowly like that. I mean that, I'm not tightening it up again, but that is balanced. Might be a little bit too forward, so I want to come a little bit more. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's facing straight up. So if you're happy with that, you just want to tighten this up again. Like that, and really tighten it up. So that I'm happy with, that's done. So next, we need the camera to be sitting level like that. So if you let go, it's swinging right back. Basically means it's back heavy. So the camera does that. So what we need to do is we need to shift this camera forward. And I'll show you what we need to change on here. Okay, so this little lever here that we did tighten up earlier on, you undo that. And then all you do is slide the camera forward or back. So I've got that pretty much bang on already. Too forward, that's going to fall off. Now, this gold bar, this silver bar here is the security for this. So don't worry if you do drop it, that is going to protect it so it won't fall off the cradle. So that for me is balanced. You have these numbers here, look, and little lines to really make sure it's accurate. And you can even note down them measurements in the future so you know exactly where to put it. So for me, that is level, and you should be able to do what I'm doing here and it not move back or forth. There's a tiny bit of movement there, but I'm happy with that. But yeah, like that, like that. So that is balanced in that axis. So now what you can do, spin this round. Now you've got that balance, you can lock this axis off. Okay, now we need to do the roll axis, which is this one. Okay, the next axis we need to unlock is the roll axis here. So if we unlock that, press it down, let go. Now, as you guessed it, we need it to be level like that. And it's not. So this indicates to me that the camera is left side heavy. So we need to push the camera a bit more to the right. And you can see this lever here at the bottom here. This is how we're going to achieve that. So just like the lever on the left here, that is now loose. Oh. Just slowly push it over to the right and sort of let go a little bit as you're doing it. Little increments. That seems steady. Lock it off. Tight. Okay. So now it should just stay exactly where you put it. So let's unlock the tilt axis again as well. There we go. So tilt and roll axes are unlocked. And you can do all this and it will stay where it's supposed to stay. That is how you know it's balanced. So again, you can lock the tilt off and the roll. Okay, so the next axis is the pan. Now this is where you're going to be setting that. You undo that knob and adjust forward and back for the pan axis, and I'll show you how to do that. you need to unlock the pan axis on the right here. So on there, unlock that. There we go, that's the pan axis unlocked. And I'll show you how to balance this, because you have to actually pick up the camera for this. Okay guys, I'm going to try and show you the best way I can on this. So the pan axis is unlocked, okay? What you need to do, this is how I do it anyway. I put it like this, so the side is directly in front of my front, as you can see the front of the camera there. And then what you do, you drop it down like that, and what should happen is the camera should stay like that, okay? But it's not, it's tilting forward, so there's more weight this way. So we need to push this back here, which I'll show you how to do. Okay, so this one here, so it's a bit too far that way, and it was spinning my camera that way, or the Weebill S. So I want to do that and push it very, very slightly. So I pushed it back there, tighten it up again, like that, and like that. Now it's slightly too far now. It's nearly on point. So I've gone maybe back a little bit too much. So these little movements here can be so critical. It's a tiny little movement, there you go. Tighten it off again. So you keep it straight like that. Then let go. And that is pretty much bang on. So now that is level. Your pan is now level, and that'll stay pretty much, well, I've got a shaky hand, but it stays level there, and that's it. So that, guys, is the Weebill S balanced. Let's unlock the axis again. So now they're all fully unlocked, and wherever you move it, position will stay. If there are a few minor little things you need to alter, then just go back. And like I said, slight little adjustments make a big difference. And then once you're happy that it's all balanced, you then come and turn it on. Don't turn the Weebill S on while the axes are locked. I think it can damage the motors. And don't turn the Weebill S on without a camera on it either. So let's turn it on, and you should see the motors kick in and straighten it all out. There we go. And we have a balanced GH5 on the Weebill S. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I will be doing a video on the horizon setting, because when I first got this GH5 and the Weebill S, my horizon levels were off. So I'll do a separate video about that, about adjusting certain motors to make sure your horizon is level. And obviously you can do firmware updates and stuff via the app as well, to keep it all up to date and finely tuned. So thanks for watching, guys. Really love this Weebill S. It's a fantastic gimbal. Company with the GH5 is a perfect partnership. So comment anything down below, or don't comment anything, just comment something nice maybe, ask a question, give the thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.